Ever since we started building things, we've been in this unofficial race to the sky. It's this constant, ambitious push for the title of world's tallest building, a story of incredible engineering, big money, and a whole lot of national pride. Today, we're diving into the latest chapter of that very old race.
For more than a decade, this amazing silhouette has basically been the definition of the top. We're talking, of course, about the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. It's an icon. But here's the thing about the world of super tall skyscrapers. A title is never, ever held for good. And there's been a challenger waiting in the wings, designed to reach a height that a lot of people thought was just impossible.
But before we meet the challenger, let's give some respect to the current king. For over 10 years, the Burj Khalifa has been the undisputed champion of the sky, and really a symbol of Dubai's meteoric rise on the world stage. Just take a second to process that number. 828 meters. That's over 2,700 feet. It's a truly mind-boggling height that's gone completely unchallenged for over a decade, a flat-out marvel of modern engineering.
And the Burj Khalifa isn't just some empty needle pointing at the sky. It is a full-on, bustling vertical city. It's got the super luxurious Armani Hotel, exclusive corporate suites, private apartments, and of course that world-famous at-the-top observation deck that pulls in tourists from literally every corner of the globe.
And this quote right here, it just says it all, doesn't it? It's not just a building, it's a statement. It's a massive demonstration of what can happen when you combine incredible vision, cutting-edge technology, and just sheer willpower.
But, every reign has to face a challenge. And over in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, an even more ambitious project was born. It was designed with one single goal in mind: to absolutely shatter the record held by the Burj Khalifa. So let's meet the Jeddah Tower.
Okay, so how do these two giants actually stack up? Well, the Burj Khalifa, our champion, stands at 828 meters with 163 floors. The Jeddah Tower, the challenger, is aiming to soar past 1,000 meters with 168 floors. But the most surprising little detail might be the architect. Yep, that's right, the same guy is behind both of them.
This number right here, this is what changes everything. The Jeddah Tower is designed to be the very first man-made structure to break the 1-kilometer barrier. We're talking about pushing architecture into a whole new stratosphere.
And this brings us to the mastermind behind all this ambition, Adrian Smith. The man who designed the champion was then hired to design its successor. Can you imagine that? Being in a race against yourself to create the next thing that's going to beat your own world record.
So, how in the world do you actually build something this tall? What's the secret sauce? Well, it turns out both the champion and the challenger share a core design principle that makes their incredible heights even possible.
It's called a buttressed core. The easiest way to picture it is to think of a really strong central column with 3 wings branching off of it. This Y shape, it basically acts like a massive tripod, giving the tower incredible stability against the powerful winds and, of course, the immense gravitational forces you get at those extreme heights. But, the biggest challenges weren't always way up in the sky. Some of the trickiest parts were deep underground. The engineers had to deal with this nightmare combination of soft porous rock, corrosive saltwater from the Red Sea right nearby, and the absolutely crushing weight of the building itself. We're talking over 900,000 tons. So, to overcome all of that, they ran exhaustive tests on the ground itself. This chart here actually shows them measuring the breaking point of the rock deep underground, pushing it to its absolute limit. This kind of data was absolutely critical for designing a foundation that wouldn't just hold the tower up, but keep it stable for centuries to come. So, with all that engineering figured out, the Jeddah Tower started its climb. But just as it was really taking shape, the whole ambitious project came to a sudden, really dramatic halt. This timeline really shows the project's long pause. Construction kicked off in 2013, and it was moving along steadily. But then in early 2018, with the building about a third of the way up, all work just stopped. For 5 years, that concrete shell stood silent, until a surprise announcement in 2023 signaled a brand new beginning. So what happened? Well, the pause was caused by a pretty complex mix of things. Sources point to labor issues with one of the contractors, and that was compounded by the 2017 to 2019 Saudi Arabian purge. That political shift directly affected some of the key people financing and making decisions on the project,
and it basically froze all progress.
But now, after all those years of uncertainty, the silence is finally broken. The race to the sky is officially back on, and the challenger is reemerging to claim its destiny.
In September of 2023, a new call for proposals went out to find a contractor to finish the job. And in early 2025, after years of just standing there, construction on the tower finally resumed. The project's creator, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, really emphasized that this tower is so much more than just steel and glass. It's a powerful symbol of Saudi Arabia's economic vision, and it's a message to the entire world about its investment in its own future.
And here it is, the new finish line. The project is now estimated to be completed in 2028. So in just a few years, we might finally see that 1-kilometer barrier get broken and a new world's tallest building get its crown.
And that brings us to the final question, really. The Jeddah Tower will, it seems, soon take the crown from the Burj Khalifa. But is that really the end of the story? Or does reaching a new, what once seemed impossible height simply inspire the next generation of builders to aim even higher? Because it really seems like the race to the sky never truly ends. It just sets a new starting line.